Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Adam Mountain Farmer, and we are playing in the woodshed today. We've talked to you a little bit about that, show you what we got going on here. Typically, this is the wood we've got for this year. It is the 16th day of December, and this is what we've got. And we've got a little bit over here, but very little. Typically, I like to start in to a winter with this pile full and this pile in front. Basically, two of those piles for that winter. And then what I'll do, I'll cut two piles for next winter. So basically, the wood that started on over here will be for next winter. And this will be what we burn this winter. As you can see, I'm a little behind. So what we're trying to do today is most of the wood I cut is dead. I use firewood cutting as a way to keep property clean, farms clean. Trees fall, trees die, so we cut them up and make firewood out of them. A couple videos ago, posted video of us cutting this wood here, so I got to get hit splitting in the dry. Now it's dead, so as far as seasoning, it really doesn't need to season that much. It'll be fine to burn as is, but I do like to cut it and let it set in the dry for a year. It dries out, it burns much better. I have more trees down to cut that we will get to at some point this year. But right now, what we're trying to do, I'm going to go ahead, me and my dad own a wood splitter together, but it's at his place and he's going to be using it. I'm taking the week off of Christmas, so I'll be working in wood pretty much those days. But we're going to split a little of this dead locust and go ahead and get it in the dry. Just start getting it out of the way. We'll split it up, and yeah, we might split some of it today, we may not, but just give you an idea. If it's a warm winter, of course we don't burn as much. If it's a cold winter, we'll burn a lot more. I have some trees on the farm here at the house that we need to get cut down and worked up. There's a couple that are in the way that I'll cut. Typically, I don't cut a green, healthy tree, but in this situation, it will be. But that's what we'll be into today. Along the lines of wood, I'm gonna kind of get on a little bit of a rant here. Unfortunately, we live in a time when you can purchase the best of everything. Vehicles, equipment, and everything is better than it's ever been. A lot of your hand tools, a lot of your tools and stuff are good. Unfortunately, when it comes to axes, they're hard to come by. A good axe. This modern Chinese-made steel is worthless. I'll give you a good example of it. This axe here is a Chinese made, and you can see it won't hold an edge. It's just a mauler is all it is. Whereas on this axe, it's probably made in the 1950s. It's a good one. That's a bluegrass. It's a good axe. Funny story behind that axe, I bought it off of a guy that kind of collected antique tools and stuff. And me and him reached a deal on it, and he said, "What are you going to do with it?" And I said, "I'm going to use it." And he thought I'd lost my mind, but as you can see, I do use it. Sager is another good axe. This is an old Sager. It's beat up a little bit, needs a handle in it, but they cut good. That's a 3-pound double bit. This one's a camp axe. Like I said, it's bluegrass Belknap, good axe. And then Here is another bluegrass. And then you can see I use them. They're not wall hangers. I put them to use. That's what they was designed for. That's what I'll use them for. But that's, like I said, that's cheap Chinese thing. I use it somewhat when I'm probably going to be driving into the dirt, whatever. But someone give me that axe. But it's just not nowhere near the quality of steel that's in that one. So, but anyhow, it's a little bit of a rant about that. But we'll kind of get going on the wood. Take you along for it. So. As you can see, that locust is pretty hard. It busted pretty good though. Splits up pretty good, but we'll split a little of this up just in case we need it. Then we'll get the wood splitter and really go to town on it. But that's what we're into today. So everybody take care of yourself. We'll talk to you later. Bye. One issue with cutting all your wood that's dead, trees that have died, is a lot of times you'll run into this. As you can see, this tree is doty in the middle. It's rotted, and it won't burn. So what we do with that is, if we run into that, we just haul it back up in the woods and throw it out and let it continue to rot. But yeah, that's an issue you run into, which is fine. I mean, you'll run into that in a green tree sometimes, tree that's living. But you can see that this is the wood we cut a couple Saturdays ago. I think we cut Thanksgiving. And you can see it's good and seasoned. It's ready to burn right now. So, like I said, until next time, like us, subscribe to us, check us out on our Facebook page. Take care of yourself. We'll talk to you later.